അനുഭവമാക്കി മാറ്റാൻ ഐ എം ഹിയർ. മൈ നെയിം ഇസ് രഞ്ജനി ഹരിദാസ് ആൻഡ് ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും വളരെ എക്സൈറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആ എക്സൈറ്റ്മെന്റിന്റെ കാരണം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തരണ്ട. ഇറ്റ്സ് ദെയർ എവ്രിവെയർ. എല്ലായിടത്തും നോക്കിയാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാണാം. ഒരു സിനിമയുടെ കേരള ലോഞ്ച് ഇവിടെ നടക്കാൻ പോവാണ്. ഞാൻ കയറി വന്നപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഒഫീഷ്യലായിട്ടല്ല കയറിയതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ബിക്കോസ് ഔപചാരികമായ ചടങ്ങൊക്കെ നടക്കണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ മെയിൻ ഗസ്റ്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ എത്താനുണ്ട്. അവരെ കാത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്. സോ കുറച്ചു നേരം കൂടെ ആ ഒരു ക്ഷമ വേണം. പക്ഷെ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്ന ആ വേളയിൽ
It's a big project. ഞാൻ പേഴ്സണലി മാധവൻ സാറിൻ്റെ വലിയൊരു ഫാനാണ്.
So that is her current project right now. A young, lovely actress doing wonderful projects, very exciting projects. So, I think one of the main reasons we're all here is because of, as much as Rocketry, the Nambi effect is there, it's because of Madhavan, okay? When I was in school, he rode that bike into my heart. Rode it straight into my heart. And her, I don't know, you were too young, your heart and all of our hearts. So it's very difficult, he's still there. I can't, so to see him take on Nambi Narayanan sir, it shows the growth of that spectacular actor from a romantic hero to a chocolate boy to, you know, playing something so insane, and it's amazing, it's a lot. You know, I'm like, I just want to see him, like just once. Because I remember the Aditya Pradida, he did a series, Campus. So I still know the song Campus. I mean, so I've been a fan since then, and he's absolutely, like, you know, amazing. Director Maniratnatinte adutha chitrathil we will find this lovely lady. You're looking lovely. Welcome to the Kerala launch of Rocketry, the Nambi effect. Let's welcome Aishwarya Lakshmi. Like I said, God's Enna Chitrathil, it is her first Telugu film. And adana kuda thane we are waiting for PS Mandane njan parayunnallu. What do you say in Tamil? Ponniyin Selvan 1, Maniratnam sir next mega project aanu. It's got a crazy star cast, so we are very, very excited about that. But before everything, what do you have to say? I think we are all here for the same reason, alle?
Yes. Good evening, Agamali. I'm very, very happy that I could be here today for the Kerala launch of Rocketry. So, ആദ്യം തന്നെ ഈ പ്രോജക്റ്റിന്റെ ഒരു ചർച്ചകൾ നടക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഐന അവാർഡ്സിന് വെച്ച ബിക്കോസ് The only reason is Nambi sir. The story that we have heard, what we have read, or in such a good soul as Nambi sir. So, ഈ സ്റ്റോറിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്, ഈ സ്റ്റോറിയോടുള്ള റെസ്പെക്റ്റും സാറിനോടുള്ള റെസ്പെക്റ്റും കൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ ഇന്ന് ഈ വേദിയിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. And I'm waiting like all of you to watch the film. And thank you so much for loving me, for loving all my films. Give them the love. Thank you.
This is definitely a biopic and a big.
So I can say that we've been family friends prior to becoming a colleague of his. I've had the chance to work with him back in 2008, if I'm not wrong, on a film called the remake of Yes Buzz, Yes Girl. So that was a wonderful work experience. And the one thing I need to tell you about Maddie is that, he's always told me that he's a vegetarian, but he has a weight problem. Vegetarian കഴിച്ചിട്ടും തടി വയ്ക്കുന്ന കൂട്ടത്തിലാണ് Maddie. So he really needs to watch what he eats. And he's such a fun-loving, such an amazing, warm person, well-read and well-traveled. നമ്മള് ഇവരെ പറ്റി പറയില്ലേ, the Iyengar blood is there in Maddie, and he's just a fantastic, phenomenal person to be around. Although there's something that I always keep telling Maddie that, അന്ന് നാട്ടിൽ പോയപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ അമേരിക്കയിൽ we do meet up in LA once in a while. നാട്ടിലും LAയിലാണെങ്കിലും ഒരേ കഥയായിരിക്കും, ഒരേ ജോക്കായിരിക്കും എല്ലാ സ്ഥലത്തും വിളമ്പുന്നത്, because it gets the most number of laughs, So he'll be like, well, as long as it works, babe. So I hope that Rocketry works as well for you, Maddie. I'm really curious to see how much, how well this film is shaped up, because like I've said, ഭയങ്കര അറിവും ഭയങ്കര knowledge ഉള്ള ഒരാളാണ്. If you watched his interviews and his talks at various venues, ഒരുപാട് പഠിക്കാനുണ്ട്, ഒരുപാട് he throws lights on very, very interesting topics, and I love the way he addresses a gathering, and he's such a relatable person, and not just to people our age group, even right from children to people who are older. So he has a place in everyone's hearts. നമ്മുടെ song, like who will forget that, right?
Beautiful Simran on stage. Now let's welcome the dream of every boy. And after that, there are so many wonderful films. Simran ji ki nagaru kaidi kodukam. Can we have a loud round of applause for Simran Meena in the Kathapatramaita Rocketry, the Nambi Effect. We are so happy to see Simran ji. Like I said, just like Maddie, it's wonderful to have you and Maddie come together back. Of course, project is really different, and it's a biopic, it's a biography, it's a lot of responsibility that has been put on your head by the director and the producers. So coming into this film, Simran ji, as well as right now coming to Kerala for the launch, how are you feeling right now?
What an energy. You're such a vibrant person. Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kochi. Good evening, Kerala. It's my pleasure to be here today among everyone to celebrate the launch of Rocketry in Kerala, Kochi. What a proud moment. Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. I would like to pay my gratitude to the entire team, cast, crew, without whom this was not possible. Rocketry, the Nambi Effect was not possible at all. And yes, our brave heart director, Madhavan, it's an immense pleasure to work with you again. As always, I wish you good luck with your directorial debut. I'm confident that this film is really going to do well because he is a fighter, he doesn't give up, he motivates people around him, he inspires us with his positive aura.
He has a lot of patience. So I know and I'm confident this will definitely work. And thank you so much for giving me opportunity to play Meena. I would like to thank Nambi sir.
Let's welcome our Madhavan, our Maddie, to God's own country.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to that handsome young dam എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ എൻട്രൻഡറും പുന്നക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പാട്ട് കാർത്തിക ഫലപ്പായിലെ മാഡി ഓഫ് മിന്നലെ ഇൻബ ഓഫ് അഴുത്തെഴുത് ഫർഹാൻ ഓഫ് 3 Idiots, Manu of Tanu as Manu, Prabhu of Irudusutru, Vikram of Vikram Veda. I can go on and on, but it is going to culminate with Nambi Narayanan of Rocketry, the Nambi Effect. Let's give it up for Mari, everybody! Here we go! Welcome to your Kerala Lodge, Mari. Lovely to have you here. I think it's a dream for every person, especially the people who've enjoyed your movies over the last close to 30 years now. Yes. So, നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും ഇന്ന് Rocketry, the Nambi Effect എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ചിത്രത്തിനെ ആഘോഷിക്കുകയാണ്. And we've got his first directorial debut being launched on July 1st. What is your first feeling that you would like to share with Kerala right now when you come on stage?
Thank you. Your enthusiasm is truly infectious. Thank you so much. Very good evening, Angamali. First of all, sorry that it became so late. We did our best to finish all our press conferences and get here in time. But I know it's been a long evening and I'm going to keep it as quick and brief and effective as I can. It's wonderful to be here. You know, when I started talking about Nambi sir for the very first time, it was supposed to be a small film that I was going to do because somebody told me that there is a rocket scientist in ISRO who had an affair with a Maldivian woman and he was arrested for having an affair with her and selling the secrets of Indian rocketry to Pakistan. And he was eventually left out and he proved that he was innocent. That's a simple story that I heard after Vikram Veda. I thought, let's do a nice James Bond kind of film where, you know, beautiful Maldivian woman, good looking scientist, and how horribly wrong I was. In fact, it's with a very shallow intent that I went to meet Dr. Nambi Narayanan. And the day I met him, my life completely changed. I think I can define my life in 2 phases. One is Madhavan before Mani Ratnam, and after Mani Ratnam, and now the other Madhavan is before I met Nambi Narayanan, and the one I've become after I met somebody like him. Before I go on, I must say that I am totally blown by the arrangements made by Dr. Mulan as well as his son Vijay. First of all, it's an honor and a privilege to have producers like him because they believe not just in the story and me, but they're huge fans of Dr. Nambi Narayanan, so they managed to stick to thick and thin for this film. But more importantly, when I look at the elaborate arrangements they made here, I couldn't imagine that this is a setup because Vijay said, Maddie, we want to do a small function in Angamali to start something. Yeah, a small function. So I said, how much is a small function? He said, 5,000 people. I said, yeah, 5,000 people is not small. He said, 10,000 people came for my wedding. So I said, yeah. So I guess it is God's own country because your proportion of small and large is very different from my ideas. But I don't want to be under any misconception that this is not the beginning. You know, it feels like a victory ceremony. It feels like a celebration of sorts. But I'm very, very aware of the fact that the biggest challenge is ahead of me.